for being here. Appreciate that. Couldn't do these webinars without you guys. So thanks for being here and being on the webinar. I welcome you to the BPM RIA webinar. That is Broward Palm Beach, Miami-Dade Real Estate Investors Association, your only local chapter here in South Florida that is in compliance and approved by the National Real Estate Investors Association. My name is Alexa, COO here at BPM RIA, and I have an awesome webinar for you guys. We're going to talk about mastering the rental property management like a pro, and we have Jenny and Ava in the virtual building. They are from Turbo Tenant. They will introduce themselves in just a moment, and they're going to teach us some awesome property management stuff that we need to know. So guys, make sure you pay attention to this webinar. And just to get us started on a super positive note, somebody in here will be winning a free membership. So somebody in here is pretty much getting paid to attend today's webinar. So all you need to do to enter the raffle is text the word membership, just the word membership, no emojis, no special little thingies there, guys. This is a workflow I am automating here. I love you all so much. So to enter the raffle, all you need to do is text the word membership to 954-800-6961. I went ahead and put those details in the chat box for you guys. I'll be putting helpful things in the chat box throughout today's session for you all. So go ahead and check that out. And good luck. I'll announce the winner at the very end. This is a $295 value, you all. So please go, go, go. Enter the raffle. Details are in the chat box. And for those that are trickling on in, I just popped that in the chat box once again for you all. So upcoming events, guys, we have so many upcoming events. That's why I wanted to get this thing moving for you all, because I want to let you know what is going on here at BPM RIA. So next week, we have an awesome webinar. We're recognizing our women in real estate investing. So please join us for a panel free webinar with me. So you got to come. And then, of course, we have some amazing real estate investing ladies, about four incredible ladies that are going to be on that webinar with me. So please join us. We'll be raffling another membership, I believe. So join us again. And then we have our free workshop in Boca, How to Analyze Properties for Success, Boca Raton, Make It Out. BPM RIA mentors are hosting it. We'll be doing a raffle Thursday night next week. So please, if you're in the Palm Beach County area, make it out to this workshop. All you need to do is RSVP. It is limited seating, so just get your name on the list. Palm Beach County, go, 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 register. We'll be raffling a free seat to the boot camp, if I'm not mistaken. So you're going to want that free raffle, and you're going to want to make it out and meet the mentors over in Boca. And then all my Miami-Dade County people, or if you're in South Broward area, Doral, we're going to be coming out 20 Ways to Invest in Real Estate, free workshop in person, hosted by our CEO. It's a quick 2-hour workshop next weekend, March 22nd in Doral. So go register. Another free seat we're raffling off for our boot camp. So RSVP is limited seating. So all you need to do is get your name on the list, and we'll see you guys there. And again, guys, all of these events are posted on our website. Link is in the chat for you. The following, oh gosh, guys, we have so many events for you all. That following week, we have another webinar. This was a workshop a couple weeks ago, and you guys kept calling me and emailing me and reaching out, and you guys really, really, really wanted this to be a webinar as well. So I listened to you and I made it happen. So we got it in a webinar, the 6 exclusive AI tools to skyrocket your real estate investment success. I went ahead and got that into a webinar version for you guys. So please, please, please go register and be there for that webinar with Nexmo Mastermind, and make sure you're there so you can ask all the questions live over the webinar live Q&A. And then last but very not least, guys, we have so many events on our website right now. So make sure you're getting registered for them. Our quarterly meeting, it's coming up Wednesday, April 2nd at Nova. Nova Southeastern University over in the H. Wayne Huizenga College of Business and Entrepreneurship over in the atrium. We have our quarterly meeting. It's Wednesday, April 2nd. It's from 5:30 to 8:30. We're going to do that networking from 5:30 to 7. And then from 7 to 8:30, we're going to have an amazing presentation by Anthony Chara. You guys, you want to learn multifamily, you want to learn apartments, you have to be there. So Anthony Chara, we're going to have networking, we're going to have snacks. It's going to be a good time. Members, you guys get in for free. Non-members, you get in $15 early bird, $20 at the door. So generational wealth with apartments, we'll have a raffle. It's going to be a great time. We love to get together. So please make sure you get these events on your calendar. A lot going on, you guys. And again, my favorite way to keep up with events, you guys know this, is by text. I love the text updates. They're super convenient and super easy. If you want the text updates, all you need to do is text BPM, all one word, BPM REIA, all one word, no spaces, to our event line 954-800-6961, and then you will get those text updates. Make sure you leave out those little quotation mark thingies and send in that message, and you'll get those text updates. It's so convenient. You will love it, and you'll thank yourself because it's so convenient. So heads up, our next quick start, our next boot camp, it's May 17th and 18th. It's 2 full days online, Saturday and Sunday, fully refundable after the first day. If you are not satisfied, you can get your money back. So you guys, members for $495, non-members $695. Go to the website, bpmquickstart.com. Link is in the chat, and you will see the 4 guest speakers that we have on this training. 4 incredible business owners. You guys will absolutely love it. We're going to cover wholesaling, flipping, rehabbing. It's absolutely incredible. And you guys want to go check out that link in the chat so you can see the different topics we cover and the different speakers that are on there. So go, go, go. It is insane. And I really want to see you guys there. You have to just go check out the link because it's incredible. We only have it 4 times per year. So heads up on that. Members, as you guys know, you get all the goodies. You get the membership benefits, all the discounts to Home Depot, Millennial Insurance, FedEx shipping, all that good stuff. Go get your membership now so you get in free for the quarterly networking meeting. Your guests also come in for half price, $10. So go get your memberships now. Links in the chat. You can get it right off the website, bpmria.com. And then you guys will also get in free for the quarterly networking meeting. So go get it now before that April 2nd meeting. Last but very not least, mentoring and coaching here at BPM RIA. Some of you may know that we offer the one-on-one coaching and mentoring program. Some of you may not know. For those that have no idea what I'm talking about, I invite you to go book a call right now on our website on bpmria.com. You can go book a discovery call. So go book that discovery call right now so I can get a brochure in your hands. We put up 100% of the money for our students' deals and split the profit 50-50. You are matched with your own personal mentor. So I want to get you that brochure with the complete breakdown of everything we include in the programs that we offer, as well as the pricing. So go, go, go. I want to speak with you guys one-on-one. I want to get to know you. I want to hear what you're looking for and if our programs are a good fit for you. So I want to see you guys book that call. You guys have been booking calls with me, which I absolutely love, and thank you guys so much for doing that. So I look forward to speaking with even more of you. If you'd like to fund your education, you can go ahead and use this third-party funding that we have here available. All you need is the minimum 620 credit score, $35,000 verifiable income. It is a soft credit pull, and you get the response within the same day. So if you are interested in funding your education, go ahead and scan this QR code. If you need me to email that to you, my email's in the chat. Reach out to me. More than happy to share the third-party funding with you so you can invest in your education. And thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to let you know what is going on here at BPM RIA. Always want to take a moment to thank the National RIA, thank all of our vendor partners, such as Turbo Tenant. Seriously, guys, like, we could not have this amazing RIA if it wasn't for vendors such as Turbo Tenant that are like completely invested in teaching you guys and really giving the education on the product that they have available, the product that they have to get you guys successful in your businesses. So you guys, please don't hold back today. Jenny and Ava are going to take you down the Turbo Tenant journey today, really deep dive into the system, but also they want to answer your questions. Like that's why they're here. They're here to answer your questions. So please don't hold back. Make sure you put those questions in the Q&A box for them. We'll be, happy to chat with you guys in the chat box. I'm going to put the vendor partners link in the chat for you guys, but you can find Turbo Tenant right now on our website. They're right there. They're ready for you guys. They're ready to work with you guys. We are recording today's webinar as well. So make sure you, refer back to this replay, share this replay with somebody who has properties, somebody who needs to see this. This is, we're more than happy to help them as well. So you guys, without further ado, I would like to introduce you guys to Ava and Jenny with Turbo Tenant. I'll be here floating in the background, making sure if you guys need anything in the chat or in the Q&A. But everyone out there in the virtual webinar world, I'm talking to you guys. This webinar is for you guys. So make sure you're putting your questions in the Q&A. Put your, remarks in the chat box. We want to hear from you and we want this to be as interactive as it possibly can. We know we can't see you guys, and honestly, I'm glad we can't see you guys because I don't know if you're driving, like please do not write in the chat. Like if you're driving, please guys, if you hear me out there, but if you are working, I don't want to see that either. No, I'm just kidding. You guys, we do want to know like what questions you have, and how we can make your life easier and more productive and save your bottom line so that you can invest more. Like that is the purpose of these tools and of these resources. So again, without further ado, I don't want to keep on going because you guys, I want to give the professionals here the opportunity to let us know what's going on. But please let us know what is going on, Ava. We want to hear from you and Jenny, and just tell us what's been going on. And we also do appreciate the introduction webinar that you guys did already. If you guys didn't see that one, it is on the YouTube channel. So please go to the YouTube channel. I'm going to link it in the chat right now. If you didn't see their first webinar with us, I would love for you guys to, review that one as well. So link in the chat for the first webinar. And thank you guys for coming back. We appreciate it. We really, really do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alexa, for the great introduction. And we're super excited to be here and be a partner of BPM RIA and be able to provide some awesome landlord tools for everyone. Jenny, could you pull up the slide deck, please?
Oh yeah, let me make sure you're both co-hosts, Ava.
I'm not sure I have the slide deck, Ava.
Okay, I can share that.
So sorry.
One moment, let me just pull that up.
You guys are awesome. Teamwork here. And you
Teamwork
guys,
makes the
again,
dream work.
like I'll make sure they plug in at the end, but you're definitely going to want to follow them and get plugged in on their social media pages and whatnot. And then, of course, you're going to want to refer back to this replay. But for now, go ahead and follow our pages that I'm going to put in the chat right now.
All right. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes, it looks great.
Awesome. Perfect. Cool. I'm just going to do a quick intro and then I'll pass things off to Jenny to give you guys a really awesome in-depth demo of the Turbo Tenant product.
Amazing. Thank you.
Here's some information about TurboTenant just overall. If you're not already using us or aren't familiar with the product already, we're based in Fort Collins and Denver. Have about now 90 plus team members and over 700,000 landlords and over 10 million renters using our product. We've been around since 2015, and the product has only gotten more and more advanced to be able to serve your landlord needs throughout the year. I'm actually here in the Denver office today. Here's a picture of our awesome team from when we all got together recently up in Fort Collins. And just a high level overview. We are an all-in-one property management solution for self-managing landlords. So really our mission is to help you replace a property manager and not have to go through that middleman. So not only can you save that 10% that you typically give to a property manager, and keep more money in your pocket as an investor, but also so you can take control of your rental portfolio and really optimize it to maximum success and manage it like how you would want your portfolio managed. All too well, we know the story of the property manager who's not really managing your property like you want it to be managed, not taking care of your tenants like you would, not getting all those maintenance requests in the price range that you want or in the way that you would specifically, and just being able to be the CEO of your own rental portfolio, which we're huge on at TurboTenant. So really everything that you need as a landlord, from advertising your rental to screening tenants for your rental, to creating lease agreements and collecting rent, maintenance requests, condition reports, showing scheduling. We really do it all within the platform. Here's an overview of all of our features. I won't walk through all of them, but just want to show an example of everything that we do within the product. You can replay this slide deck and take a look and really dissect everything to see everything that we have to offer. And then this is a huge question we get all the time, so I really like to address it since there is a lot of property management software solutions out there in the market right now. We do differ from our competitors in quite a few different ways. Affordability is a huge one. A lot of the other software solutions in the market do charge per unit. We don't do that at TurboTenant because we don't want to hurt you as you grow as an investor or add rentals to your portfolio. So we just have that annual pricing that is unlimited properties, so you can grow and not have to pay more money to a property management software. Yeah, and we still are one of the most affordable solutions on the market. Even our premium plan is just $149 a year. You get a discount as well as a BPM RIA member, which I'll talk about at the end here. But just that $149 a year, unlimited properties, literally less than your Netflix subscription. So super, super affordable option versus a property manager or some of the other solutions on the market right now. Our feature set, we truly are an all-in-one platform. We have a lot more features than some of the other solutions on the market. We really help you from everything from vacancy and finding a quality tenant to making sure rent is paid on time and that you have all of your resources for move out, like with condition reports. If there's any unfortunate situation with an eviction, we have partners who can help you out with those situations. So truly are an all-in-one platform. Education is huge for us. We have free education to help you through the more challenging aspects of landlording, like what to do in an eviction situation, or learning about Section 8, or ESAs and service animals. I know that's a huge topic for landlords. So we educate about all of these topics on our podcast, on our YouTube channel. We have a huge webinar bank on our website of recorded sessions just like this, talking about all of these issues. And then, of course, a blog as well that includes information on that. Our UI is also a really area of positive feedback that we get compared to some of our competitors. The platform just is really, really easy to use, super user-friendly, and it's just a really nice experience to be able to find everything at your fingertips. And then, of course, I always talk about our customer support team because they're amazing. They're Colorado based and they work 7 days a week and constantly adding new features based on user feedback. So that's really huge for us, is being able to get feedback from people who use our platform and applying that to the product. We release product updates and new features all the time, sometimes weekly. So that's really, really huge for us, and our support team is so, so awesome. And then I assume we're sending out this deck afterwards, but you can click into that competitor comparison link to get a little bit more information about how we differ from other platforms. Awesome. Well, I'm going to hand it off to Jenny, who is a onboarding specialist and super, super awesome team member here at TurboTenant. I'm so psyched to have her here to give a in-depth demo. Go ahead and ask questions throughout the webinar as she is walking you through the platform. And if I can answer them, I'll jump into the chat, or I'll call it out if it's something that's super applicable to what we're talking about. Otherwise, we'll just address questions at the end. But she really knows everything about our product and can answer any questions that you have or show you anything. So really take advantage of having her here and being able to give you a really, really granular walkthrough of the product. Awesome.
Absolutely. And guys, like, I just want to highlight one thing before Jenny comes on. It is so important what Ava just said, like the support that they provide. Like, she just shouted out their support team, and I'm so glad she did, because that's kind of like one of the most important things on a software that you're learning. Like, we understand that there is a learning curve with these, and the fact that they have support that's available to help answer questions, the fact that they provide the webinars, the fact that like they will literally answer your questions is huge, because you don't want to be stuck when it comes to like finding leads and getting, building your business. So that was super important and really grateful for that. So thank you for highlighting that, Ava. We really appreciate it. And Jenny, we are so ready. Guys, like, I just want to mention one more time to please like be as interactive as possible on Jenny's session here. Jenny is here for you only for a limited time. Like, we have 1 hour with Jenny right now. So we have 1 hour with Jenny, no longer. No, we don't want to have to cut this thing short if you guys are not responsive or asking any questions, because we will cut this thing short in 30 minutes if nobody has questions. So please, this is your time. Like, please use it. And I don't want to take any more of your time. So Jenny, please take this thing over. This is your time to shine. We want to know everything you know as, quickly as possible. If possible.
All right. Well, thanks for that introduction, Alexa. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I want you guys to see exactly what we can offer. And the best way to do it is showing you on our platform. So when you create an account, and I highly encourage you all to create a free landlord account, you can log in at www.turbotenant.com and create a free landlord account. Play around with it. We offer upgrades for more benefits, but try it out. Give us a try. That's all we ask, and I think you'll fall in love with us. So here we go. When you do log in, you get a dashboard. It's a basic highlight or an overview of your entire platform. You can see if you're marketing properties, how many leads and applicants, tenants, leases, condition reports. Basically, these are all shortcuts to everything in your account. We also have a menu navigation form here on the left-hand side that you can get to, or these are all hyperlinks to get to the same places. I like to say there's always more than one way to accomplish something in TurboTenant. You just have to figure out what way works for you. If you're using our app, we do have an iPhone app and an Android app, then your menu navigation bar will be across the bottom. So let's just get started. Typically, the first thing we would do is to create a property, because everything starts on our property level. You can click on properties right in your menu bar. You'll see a list of all your properties, but let's just create a really quick property. You would just figure out which kind of property you have. If you have a property that has a street address, like 123 Main Street, I suggest using one of the top 3 options. If you have a unit number like 123 Main Street, unit 102, 103, something like that, use the bottom 3 options. For our demonstration today, we're just going to create a single family house, and we're not going to have any room rentals. We do have ways that you can create room rentals, units under a property, such as an apartment building or a small multifamily. But for our demonstration today, we're just going to create a regular single family home. You just pop in the address. I happen to be in Florida right now visiting my mother, so I'm using her address.
While you're doing this, I actually did see a question come in through the chat that's super relevant. So
Sure.
building a single family property within the system right now, Jeff asked, is it worth it if you only have single family properties? Absolutely 100%. A huge part of our user base only has one property, and a lot of our landlords have just single family homes. So absolutely definitely worth it to get Turbo Tenant if you just have single family. And yeah, because it's an affordable solution, it's a really great option for that.
Absolutely. I talk to landlords every day who, a lot of people retire and they don't want to sell their home, so they're going to rent it out and move down to lovely Florida. So a great platform for doing exactly that. So I just created the property. You can either skip setting up a listing or you can set up your listing. A listing is something we call a rental ad. Super simple to do. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but I kind of want to show you just a couple questions. We ask you a little bit about the property. You're just going to fill in the blanks. Everything with Turbo Tenant, you'll notice we ask you questions, you fill in the answers. We kind of walk you through every process. So we're just going to say it's going to be available soon for about a year. It took my rent and deposit from when I set up the property. And then we're just going to ask you some questions. Do you allow smoking, pets? Do you have an occupancy limit? If you do, put your number
Jenny,
in.
can you actually pause here for a second? So sorry.
Sure.
Can you go back? I just wanted to show this is something I love about Turbo Tenant is that we will provide suggestions as you're creating your listing to optimize your listing to get the most leads. So as you can see here, 72% of renters have pets. We're just recommending, hey, maybe adding allowing pets within your rental will generate more leads for that listing. And you could also see on the previous page that if you don't know how much to charge for rent, we have a free rent estimate report that you can run. You just type in the address of your property and some details about it, and it'll spit out recommendations for how much you can charge for rent based on data within the area. So just like really helpful tools even along the way as you're creating this listing.
This is the customized rent estimate report is something we use a lot. It really shows you what other landlords are getting for the similar type of property in that area. So it's a nice thing to just check out, and it shows you it right on the screen, and it will send you an email as well with that information so you can keep track of it. So just to continue, like Ava said, we do offer suggestions along the way, but you know your property best. So you can just choose what options are paid for by you, what amenities you offer. I'm just going to click on a couple of them just to get past this. But it's super simple. Click and create. It's very nice and very easy. You're going to create a description and a property title. We also offer somebody to help you do that. Based on your answers, you can use our AI and generate a title and a property description if you're not that creative. And then you can always add or delete onto what they say if you don't like exactly what the AI said. But how easy is this? Super simple. Just click of a button, it creates your property description for you. We also, of course, give you some suggestions. Highlight what you think is the best part of your property, give some location details, make sure, if you have some certain rules, like a certain credit score or things like that, you might want to put that in your property description as well. Just remember, this is what's going to go out onto the web to try to attract those tenants. So the more information you can give, the better it is for you and the more qualified renter you're going to be able to find. The next step is just to upload a photo. I think I have one here. You can click and drag or just upload a photo. You can even load a video tour. Super handy for people, especially these days. They don't want to drive as much. If you have a video tour, it's wonderful, a wonderful tool. And that's it. Next step would be to publish your listing. When you publish your listing, TurboTenant will send your listing that you just created out to about 26 different websites. These are from Craigslist to Redfin, apartments.com, realtor.com, and more. So lots of exposure, and we try to give you as many different types of websites so we can attract as many different types of tenants as you could possibly need. We're trying to find the best, most qualified renters for you. When a renter sees your listing on one of our third-party websites, they can reach out to you by clicking on that little card on each website that says Contact Landlord. When they do that, we will let you know via email that you have somebody interested in your property. We call those leads. A lead is somebody who's interested in the property, has not applied for it yet. You'll get an email saying, hey, there's somebody interested in your property. You'd log into your TurboTenant account, click on leads, and there's a list of the people who are interested. It'll show you their name, the address of the property they're interested in, their contact information, when they became a lead, and where they came from. We also send these people what we call a pre-screener. It's a very brief questionnaire, self-reported information, so you can just get a little bit of a view of them. If they filled out that pre-screener, this check mark will be highlighted. If they didn't, it'll be very, very vague. But then you could just click on the person's name and see those answers. Sorry about that. Let me just refresh my screen real quick. But the 6 questions are, do you smoke? Do you have animals? What is your monthly income? What do you think your credit score is? How many people are moving in and when you'd like to move in? You can add some custom questions to your pre-screener as well as your application with an upgraded plan, but we'll get to that in just a minute. So back to leads. Let's say you like these people, you want to reach out to them. We suggest you give them a call. You can send them an email or you can message them. Just a little tip that I've learned. So some insider information real quick. We highly recommend you do email or phone them. These are people who have reached out to you through a third-party platform, not through TurboTenant. Typically, this would say what platform they came from. So if you do send a message, please understand that message is from TurboTenant account to TurboTenant account. They would have to log in to see that message. So we do suggest emailing that initial contact. From this page, you can even invite them to a showing. You can message them, archive them, or invite them to apply to your property. We suggest the first thing you do is invite them to a showing. You can invite people to showings and arrange and schedule them right on TurboTenant. It's on your dashboard. You would just click on showings here. Showings are a wonderful tool, and all you need to do is add your availability. Looks like we have some availability coming up that we've already set up. And then when you invite a lead to a showing, they can schedule a 15-minute showing window within that time frame that you've set up. So you would just click on invite to showing. They'll get an email with a link. Could be a text as well if they just have a cell phone number listed, a link to schedule that showing. Then you'll know if you have a showing scheduled via email, and we also send out reminders to both you and the potential renter. Once you have gone through the showing, if you like them, you want to know some more information, then that's when you can click invite to apply. You can invite someone to apply right from the lead screen. next to their name, or if meet somebody, your best friend's son wants to apply, you can invite them to apply in the upper right-hand corner of your lead screen or your applicant screen. When they apply, they will get an email or a text with a link to go to our application. Our application is fairly comprehensive, and it also comes with a background screening report. If you're using the free landlord account, this costs your applicant $55. With an upgraded premium plan subscription, we lower that cost to $45. Typically it is billed to the applicant. There is a way you can send a screening request and pay for it if you would like. You would just click on screen a tenant instead of invite to apply, and then request a report only. That'll send the screening report to your applicant, and you can pay for it. This is the way you would do that. You would just click on I will pay the fee. So let's get back to our applicants. We do have a applicant here that we can check out. So you'll get an email as soon as somebody fills out our application and the screening report is ready. Our screening report is provided by TransUnion. What the tenant would do, or the applicant will do, is fill out the entire application. They will then input their social security number. They will be asked a couple of identifying questions, and then we will encrypt all that information, send it over to TransUnion for you. TransUnion will verify their identity and then send all the information back to you, and it's available to view in your landlord account. We'll send you an email when it's ready. You just click on applicants, and then you can view this applicant. Now, there is a little thing I need to tell you. John Wick is our applicant here, and he doesn't really exist. So this is a demo account, and hopefully it'll load very quickly, but you should be able to see his application. And I am really sorry. I don't know what's going on here.
Jenny, you have
Yes.
20 tabs. That's what's going on.
I know. I think my VPN just connected. I'm very sorry.
No worries.
Is there
Yeah.
any questions we can get to really quick
Yeah, I was gonna
while I'm
jump
doing
in,
this?
and I see there's a lot already, which awesome, guys. Thank you so much for dropping all your questions. I did see a couple questions about if we support short-term rentals and midterm rentals. Great question. We do not support vacation rentals right now within the platform, but we are a great solution for midterm rentals. And we have a bunch of midterm rental users in the platform. You can easily create whatever term lease within the platform. You can set up rent payments however you want for midterms. So it's a really great solution for midterms, but short terms we do not currently support. I will say, however, our accounting software, which is powered by REI Hub, is a really, really awesome solution for short-term rental investors to be able to manage their bookkeeping, accounting, and tax preparation. So that's a really awesome solution that does support short-term rental investors. If you're looking for an advanced accounting solution that's more affordable than QuickBooks and is real estate specific, so it can help you with those rental property specific tax deductions and rental property specific booking as well. So that's one question that I just got in the chat. Also, really funny question. Jenny, did you grow up in Southwest Ranches? Julio
I
asked.
didn't. I did not. I am Chicago born and raised, so but visited Florida my whole life, so I'm very, very familiar with the Southwest Florida area. In my early 20s, I did live in Inglewood as well, but only for a very short time. And I'm not really sure why my screen isn't populating. Maybe it's working now. Thank goodness. Sorry about
Yay!
that, guys.
One more
Really
question before
apologize.
we hop back in. No worries. That was perfect. That was a nice little question break. Um, does the invite to apply button only work for current leads? You can invite anyone you want. It doesn't have to be a lead already within your dashboard to apply to your property.
That's correct. You can just click on that invite to apply button and put anybody's information you want. We can invite Ava right now if you want, but all you have to do is either put their email or cell phone number or both, choose the property number that you want them to invite them to, choose an application type, and just invite them. You can invite anybody. You can also add current tenants. They don't have to apply and go through that whole process if you already have a tenant when you're onboarding onto your Turbo Tenant account. And we'll get to that in just a second for you.
I'm also going to drop real quick the link to our accounting product so you can take a look at that because I did get a question that came through for more information about the accounting platform. I'll drop that link, but you can also schedule a one-on-one with Ginny. I'll drop that information at the end of this webinar, or you can reach out to our support team, which is just a little chat on any page on our website at any time, and they're happy to answer questions about the accounting product. But yeah. And then Jenny, feel free to take it away.
All right, thanks, Ava. All right, when you want to view your applicant, you just click on View Applicant. There's a couple different tabs here. We have a Summary tab, we have an Application tab, and a Screening Report tab. You can see the entire application, the entire screening report. The screening report, like I said, is provided by TransUnion. I'm sure you've all seen these background reports. Unfortunately, John Wick here is not a real person, so we're not getting some real information. However, typically there'd be their credit score. We'll show you any criminal history, eviction history, any open trade lines they have, like credit cards or loans, how often they pay those on time, how often they're late, any collections and a balance total, and any eviction records. So based on this information, your meetings with them, you can either accept the tenant or reject them. And we have handy accept and reject buttons. So if, let's say we love John Wick, we would just click on accept, and then we're going to be offered a lease to attach them to. Leases, what we call leases are what short for a lease profile, different from an actual lease like you're thinking right now. A lease profile is kind of an electronic file folder that handles all the information for a certain property rental for a certain term. So in this case, it's 1222 Davidson Street downstairs for this lease term. If you click on it and open it up, you'll see that you can hold all your information, your tenants, your payments, your documents, and your reports. We call condition reports. They're move-in, periodic, and move-out reports, all electronic, all in one place. So this information will always be in your Turbo Tenant account, whether it's a current lease or a past lease, it's always there. So you don't have to back that up. It's there for you. So your tenant is added automatically when you accept them, or if you want to add a current tenant that hasn't gone through an application process, you just click on the Add Tenant button, add a new tenant, and then fill in their name and their contact information. That's it. They go right on the lease profile and it's there. Anybody who's on the lease profile will have access to any charges, documents, anything you create. When you add a tenant onto a lease profile, we will send them an automatic welcome letter, basically saying, hey, your landlord has added you as a tenant. Here is a link to your renter account. When you add a tenant, you, in essence, create a renter account for them on Turbo Tenant that is linked to your landlord account, so you can send messages, payments, documents, all the great options that we provide here at Turbo Tenant. We also provide an electronic lease agreement. This is a lease builder, and it's a state specific based on the property address. It's a very great, simple, fill in the blank process that is a legal document. We have a team that works on these every month to keep them updated with the specific laws in your state and in your area. We basically ask you some questions, just like everything else here. We ask you some questions, you fill in that information. At the end, there's a wonderful section. So if you have specific rules that you need added, you can add them in our additional provisions and attachments, like HOA rules, specific rules you have for your properties. You can add that as well. We also have what we call an advanced editor. When you build the entire lease agreement, you can preview that lease, and it has some, things that we put in that you haven't added. If you click on advanced editor, that is a PDF writer. So you can just kind of add your own verbiage. When you do that, please run it by a legal representative to make sure you're on the right side of the law. Just want to make sure that you're covered. That's our most important issue or our most important goal here at TurboTenant, we want to cover you. We are landlord software. We want to make sure everything is above board and on the right side of the law for you. So once you create a lease agreement, you can send that for electronic signatures. It'll send right to your tenants. They can sign it, and then you can sign it as well. And then the document is kept in your TurboTenant account right on your lease profile, and a copy is also sent to your tenants. Now, since you're all realtors, you probably have a lease agreement that you like to use. You can use that as well if you upgrade to our premium plan subscription. Our premium plan subscription includes unlimited e-signatures, so you could upload your own lease agreement using this button and send it out for e-signatures. Now, if you have current properties, you already have tenants, you're just onboarding them into TurboTenant, you can even upload an already signed document just for safekeeping. We also offer addendums if you need to update any of the original lease agreement terms. So
Quick
it's
answer
great.
to a question, sorry to jump in, about
Sure.
agreements. Jorge asked, is the document FAR or BAR lease? This is an in-house document. So this is built by our internal attorney team. Yeah, so it is an in-house document that we build ourselves.
But like I said, if you like your lease agreement, go ahead and use it. You can upload it here, send it to your tenants, and get it signed and keep it. We offer that because we know a lot of people really like their own lease agreements, and it's a little bit, sometimes it takes up to about 15 minutes to fill out a lease agreement. Sometimes you just don't have 15 minutes. We get it. The other thing you can do on your lease profile is set up your rent charges. We can collect rent right through TurboTenant and deposit it into your bank account. We can set up a monthly charge. It's sent every month to your tenants automatically. We send that rent charge 15 days before the due date, and we send it every month for the entire term of your lease. When you set up a rent charge, just kind of walk you through the process. You can set up a monthly charge or a one-time charge. When you select the monthly charge, we just ask you to fill in the blanks. Just like always, like there's a category for rent, you can put a description if you'd like. You can put in your amount, the due date, the first month and the last month, or just create the charge until the lease ends, which is perfect for a month-to-month lease. You would choose what bank account you want that to go into, which is part of the setup. When you first set up rent payments, we ask you what bank account you'd like to have your payments deposited to. And you can also add a late fee rule. You can set up a one-time late fee, you can set up daily late fees, or you can set up a combination of both. Super easy to do. You can do a flat fee, percentage of the rent or unpaid portion, and then when you want that late fee applied. When you create a late fee rule, that late fee is sent automatically to your tenants every month and taking that right off your plate. The nice thing is when you set up that monthly charge, we do send rent reminders to your tenants as well. We send out that rent charge to them 15 days before the rent is due, and they can pay it anytime after that. But we do send rent reminder emails to them starting 7 days before the due date. We send them 7, 3, and 1 day before the due date. Then if your tenants have not paid on the due date, we send late rent reminders 1, 3, and 5 days after the due date. When your tenant makes a payment, we offer them 3 different ways they can make a payment through TurboTenant. We let them, they can use a credit card, they can use a debit card, or they can link their checking account to create an ACH payment. If they use a credit card or a debit card, we do charge the tenant a 3.49% convenience fee. That is charged to the tenant when they make the payment. If instead they choose to link their checking account to create an ACH payment. If you're using a free landlord website or a free landlord account, we do charge a flat $2 fee. But if you upgrade to that premium plan, we waive that $2 fee. So you can tell your tenants there is a way to have a free rent payment method. Now, a lot of tenants, for some reason, don't want to pay online. They might send you a check or a Zelle or some kind of offline payment. You can accept those too and just mark your payment as made offline. Let's say you got a payment for this rental fee. You would just click on the line to open it up and see some details, and then you can record the payment as made offline. we consider an offline payment anything made outside of TurboTenant. You would just click on the charge that they paid, how they paid, the date paid, any kind of notice. You can even send the tenant a receipt if you'd like, and then just record that payment. That way you have an accurate record of all the monies you've received for rent for any of your properties. Then that fee is marked paid. Like I said, a receipt is sent to your tenant as well. A lot of states require you to send receipts, so it's a great way to, follow the law in that regard. You can also create a one-time charge. One-time charges are great for like a security deposit or a utility bill, something that isn't the same every single month. You would again select a category, a description, amount, a due date, and what account you want that to be deposited to. You can even add an attachment if you would like. Let's say it's a utility charge. You could upload a copy of a bill and you could say, here's the bill. They can view it and then make that payment to you. Once the payment is made by the tenant, we'll let you know via email, and then it takes 5 to 7 business days for that payment to be deposited into your bank account. That's with a free landlord account. If you do upgrade to our premium plan membership, we offer expedited payouts, which means that money gets into your bank account in 2 to 4 business days. So about half the time, which is really helpful because quite honestly, that's what we're here to do, is collect some money and make some money for us. Also here on our lease profile, we have condition reports. These are move-in reports, move-out reports. You can send, basically what you do is create a template. I'm just going to kind of show you really quick what it looks like. You add rooms. You can add any kind of room you want. And then you can choose what items in those rooms you want the tenants to make note of. Each room has their own items. You can just kind of fill this out, and then it's a template. Whoops, sorry about that. Then you can use that template as a move-in report by just clicking on add, a periodic report or a move-out report. When the tenant receives this condition report, they can literally walk around as they're moving in and use their cell phone and take photos and note the condition of the property. It'll be held here on your lease profile, so you can compare the move-in report to a move-out report and see the differences. It's great for security deposit reasons. You can compare the two photos. Very handy. So that's lease profiles in a nutshell. Everything is held very concisely in one section, and you can see all of the different rentals you have and lease profiles at a glance. Super easy. And we try to make it as easy as we can by showing you which ones are ending soon. That means it's ending within 120 days. And we kind of give you reminders about, hey, what do you want to do with your rental? Do you want to extend it? Do you want to start marketing for a new tenant? Which is all really easy to follow in our renewal checklist. We also have a way that you can upload pretty much any documents to send out for signatures. You just start with we have forms you can use, or you can e-sign any document that you would like. So you would just go into documents and e-sign. We have great forms that you can check out. You can download these right into your computer and then upload them to any lease profile or send them right out. We have cosigner agreements, rent increase agreements, notice to enter, cleaning checklist, pretty much anything you can think of, we have it here. And you can also start your leases or addendums or condition reports from this section as well. So we also have a way, just like your dashboard is an overview to your account, we have a payments tab that is an overview of all your payments. And very, very handy. You can see all of your rentals, your leases, your tenants, and formulate reports to view any information you need, like your charges this month or your charges this year. You can even do last year. coming up tax season, you might want to know what you collected last year. You could select last year and then export that report and hand it over to your tax preparer. It has all the income that you made on your rental properties for the year. We also have a way to do expenses. Expenses are easy to record. You just add your expense. You can share it across properties or choose whatever property you'd like. You just choose a category, which does coincide with the IRS Schedule E categories. Put your description, your notes, and you can even upload a receipt or a document. After that, all of your expenses are shared in one or held in one specific spot in the expenses tab, and you can export that list of expenses at the end of the year for your tax time. Nice and easy. Some of the things you can create an expense for are maintenance requests. Maintenance requests are expensive, but we have a way that you can coordinate those right in TurboTenant. We have a maintenance tab. Maintenance requests can be made by the landlord or by the tenant. They have a maintenance tab in their renter account, and we have a maintenance tab in your landlord account. When a tenant makes a request, you'll be notified by email, and it's super easy to create a request. The tenant's view is just like this, except they don't get to choose a property. They can only choose their own property, but they would just select a category, a title, put in a description. They can tell you what time they'd like you to come over, and they can even upload photos. It's super easy. Then you're notified via email that there's an issue. You would just log into your TurboTenant account, click on maintenance, and then you would see your maintenance requests. You can see the status of them. You would just open it up and see what that tenant had to say. Here they have an electrical issue, and here's the different steps. You can even send a pro a work order. If you have a maintenance pro you use, you can send them directly. You just fill in their information. This information will be saved in your TurboTenant account. So if you use them multiple times, you wouldn't have to fill it out, and then send them your work order. This is what that work order will say. It's basically just a description of the maintenance request and the tenant's contact information. Now, let's say you don't have a maintenance person and you don't want to have to coordinate all that. We have an excellent partner that we use called Lula that can take maintenance off of your hands. Basically, those maintenance requests would go to Lula. Lula reaches out to your tenants for you, does a little troubleshooting over the phone. If they can't help over the phone, they will send out a local pro that they have vetted to go and fix that problem for you. There's a lot of information that we can show you about Lula, but you just click on Learn More to see if you need to have maintenance taken off of your hands for you. Another great partnership that we have is, as Ava mentioned, is our partnership with REI Hub. REI Hub is an accounting platform that we use here in TurboTenant. We partner with REI Hub, and REI Hub is accounting created for real estate investors by real estate investors. REI actually stands for real estate investor. So it has everything you need in an accounting platform and nothing else. It's not like QuickBooks where it could be used for big factories and things like that. It is literally just for your real estate investment portfolio. It has everything you need from properties, your accounts, all your transactions. You can even upload your bank account and your credit cards and create rules. Like every time you go to Home Depot, it's listed as an expense. It's really neat, and I highly suggest checking it out. One of my favorite parts is they do have a great reporting function for cash flow, your return on investment for your performance of your properties. And especially at tax time, they have a great tax packet because everything in your TurboTenant account will automatically download into REI Hub. So you wouldn't have to do those payment and expense reports. It's all going to be there for you in your tax packet. You can print that off and send it straight to your tax professional. Super helpful at tax time. But if you
Question
want to,
related to this here in the chat,
sure.
or in the Q&A box. Jorge asked, does TurboTenant communicate with QuickBooks? We do not, because we have REI Hub accounting, which we believe to be a better suited solution for real estate investors. Whereas QuickBooks, you kind of have to make up some workarounds to make it work for real estate and for rental properties. We chose to go with REI Hub because it is a solution that was built for rental property investors. So that is the accounting solution we have within TurboTenant. The cost
Thank
of
you.
REI Hub as well was asked. Jenny, I'm not fully up to date with the costs that were the like different tiers for
Sure.
REI Hub with
Sure.
TurboTenant. Yeah.
Typically it's based on the number of rentals you have or doors. It's $15 a month for the first property and then $5 a month for every additional property. We do also offer a bundled pricing for a year, and it depends on, again, how many properties you have. Typically, if it's 1 to 4 properties, it's $180 for the entire year. So it's a great savings, and then you don't have to think about it and make that or see that payment on your credit card every month. So if you want any more information on that, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to talk to you about REI Hub and our relationship with them and how it all works. All right.
And insider secret too, we will be running a 6 months free flash sale starting in 5 days, March 17th. I believe it only runs for about 10 days or less. So that's for 6 months free of that accounting solution. So definitely check that out. That's the insider scoop because we have not announced that yet.
That you did not announce that yet. I didn't even know that. Look at you guys are getting on the spot information. I love it. I love it. All right. Some things that's basically our platform on how to run your real estate business or your real estate investment business. We also offer some resources right in your TurboTenant account. We offer a toolbox, which are those partnerships that Ava mentioned earlier, like REI Hub or LegalZoom if you need to create an LLC. Check them out. These are great properties that we really like working with. These are separate companies, so just understand that when you click on these, you're going to their website. But we do have some great information right on TurboTenant to make you a better landlord. We have a community built for landlords, and I think you're really going to like it. We have a forum, which is a discussion board between landlord to landlord. You know, you're having problems with your tenants, you have some questions about how to start. This is a great tool. Talk to other landlords. That's the best way to learn. We also have a great academy with some webinars you can watch. Makes you with a lot of different information here. Feel free to check it out. We also have some free education options like our YouTube channels, ebooks. We have our weekly key newsletter, which is great, comes every week to you with lots of tips and tricks. Here's that rent estimate calculator we talked about. And then we also have a section for landlord tenant laws that we keep updated. Again, we want to make sure that you're taken care of. You're the most important people to us. We also have that need help button. We understand that navigating a new platform can be challenging, but we are here to help. Don't ever hesitate to reach out to us. We love helping our landlord users. If you're the kind who wants to find your own answers, visit our help center. Our help center is a collection of great articles written by our support staff, and it is keyword based. If you want to see what sites we will market your property to, just type in the word sites here in the search bar. Here's a great article that'll show you what sites TurboTenant lists their properties to. And here's all those 26 websites listed right there for you. So don't forget about that. The Help Center is incredibly helpful. But sometimes you can't find your answer and you need a little bit more help. If you want to chat with us, we have live chat support 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So chat with us anytime. A little tip, if you say representative 3 times, you'll get past Finn, our AI bot, who does try to help when you first open that chat. But if you say representative 3 times, you will get to a live person. And then if you do subscribe to our premium plan subscription, you do get phone support as well. Our phone support is available from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Time, Monday through Friday, and this phone number will be in the upper right-hand corner in your TurboTenant account. So that's pretty much it. There's some account settings here that I highly recommend you check out. This is where your information is held, the owner of the account. But let's say you have an assistant or a partner that you also work with, I would suggest adding them as an additional user instead of giving them your login and password. You can add an additional user. They will receive an email inviting them to the account. You just put in their first and last name and their email, and then they have the same access to TurboTenant in your account as you do. So they can create listings, vet tenants, read those screening reports, create charges, the whole shebang. So it's really handy. This is a new feature for us, and we're hoping to add some permission-based access to these additional users sometime later this year. That is something that I know a lot of landlords are asking for. So just know we're working really, really hard on it. Our rent payments tab is where you would set up your bank accounts to receive your rent payments. With a premium plan, you can add more than one entity or LLC or company and more than one bank account. So if you have different LLCs that um, own your different properties, you can make sure that the rent charges are going to the bank under the correct LLC. So at tax time, the right people are reported for receiving those payments. Your billing tab shows you all your subscriptions that you're on, when they are active and when they're going to renew. Our premium plan does auto renew. You can change that at any time. You can cancel that, and then it will not auto renew when the time comes. On your pre-screener tab, this is where you can add those custom questions to your pre-screener. And on the application tab, you can add your up to 4 custom questions to your application as well. There's also a couple of questions we ask here that you might not want to ask. If you don't, just toggle this to don't ask. And you can also go through an application demo, which I highly recommend you do. It's kind of nice when people reach out to you with questions, you've gone through our demo, you know exactly what they're asking. It's very simple, just like everything else in TurboTenant. We ask you questions, you fill in the answers. And the last little tab that I always like to show everybody is we call it the advanced tab. We do set your renter's insurance requirement to on. If you don't require renter's insurance, please turn this off because it will initiate an email to your tenants asking them to upload their policy. They can also purchase renter's insurance right through TurboTenant on their renter account. We partner with Sure Rental insurers for online renter's insurance starting at $11 a month. Very easy. And then you can also check out your notification preferences or how we contact you. If you don't like getting a whole lot of emails, you can choose what kind of emails we send you. Just toggle this to off if you don't want to know something. And there are a couple tabs here. So just make sure you take a look and set up your account, and then you'll be good to go moving forward. These will stay the same. So that is basically our demo today. And I just want to let you know we do have a team here that will help answer any onboarding questions or walk you through the onboarding. We offer a 30-minute Zoom call. If that's something you'd be interested in, just reach out to us at success@turbotenant.com. We have a success team that'll help you be a success on TurboTenant.
Jenny, we do have 3 more questions, and then I'm going to hop over to my slide deck just to show the discount
Sure.
and everything like that real quick before we wrap up. This is from Roger, can you easily conduct property management for others as a property manager without owning any property? Absolutely. We do have property managers who use our platform. Really great way to kind of professionalize that business if you're looking to manage properties for other landlords. I think this is a really awesome tool to be able to do that in a super affordable way as well. So we do have a lot of customers already doing that within the platform. And the second question, also from Roger, is if a tenant is late for rent, how often is the late payment notice sent until I pay, until paid? Jenny, do you know the answer to
3
that question?
times.
3
3
times.
times.
Awesome.
We send the late rent reminders 1, 3, and 5 days after the due date. So we do remind them if it hits 6 days after your due date, please understand we have sent your tenant 6 different emails reminding them to pay the rent. We're going to pretty much nag them so you don't have to. Let us be the bad guy.
Amazing. And Ava, when your power went out, I think you lost the questions that were there before. So I'll read them to you. There's like four
Perfect.
other ones, but I mean, Jenny really, so thorough, incredible. I know for a fact you hit like all of these questions, but just to make sure, I know Cherie already tuned off. She had to run, one of our students here, but she is an out-of-state investor. And so sorry. She's oh so sorry. Like you lost the controls there when you log
Oh, no
off.
worries.
You're
I'm just
now you're
gonna
a
put that
co-host.
QR code up
Yep,
there.
you're a co-host again, so you can share
Perfect.
whatever you need. My bad. That dang power in Colorado. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
The power here in Florida is really I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, I'm just totally kidding. So, Sheree was saying anything in the program to coordinate for repairs, quarterly checkups, turn the property over, operations, and I know for a fact, you went through those, little toggles, Jenny. So,
Mhm.
definitely go ahead, Cherie, and look over the replay because I know we are recording everyone. I did just drop the YouTube link in the chat again for anyone because this replay is going to be very essential, I think, for us. This is a really, really good one to watch the replay for. Carl asked in here, do you support the tracking of hours to satisfy the real estate professional status?
We do not.
Okay. Williams asking, what is the cost for tenant screening?
It is, if you are a premium plan member, it is $45 for the tenant screening. If you are using a free landlord account, it is $55.
And the
Awesome.
And that,
tenant pays that.
yes.
Perfect. There you go, William. Awesome. And then last question here from George. We have for the move in and move out reports, can you use them on an iPad or a phone while doing a walkthrough of the property?
Absolutely. That is the best part. The tenant can, you and or the tenant can use your cell phone as you're walking through the property, take photos, answer the questions, and then it's the easiest way to do it. I think that's it. Literally, how we built that whole option is so it could be done right on a iPad or a cell phone.
Thank you, ladies, so much. Again, guys, that was all the questions in the Q&A for right now. But if you have any questions, 15 minutes. You have literally less than 15 minutes to put those in the Q&A. So make sure you drop them in there and make sure you head over to the chat box and get the link to the YouTube channel where we will be posting this replay in the next 24 to 48 hours. Back to you, ladies.
Amazing. Yeah, and feel free to scan this QR code to schedule a personalized demo with Jenny. And so you can be able to get some more time with her because it is so beneficial, obviously. And thank you everyone so much for coming. I'll also go back to the QR code to get your 20% off your first year of premium. That is available to everyone who's a member of BPM RIA and be able to access all of these awesome resources. Premium, I know we didn't really go into depth, or maybe I missed it when my power was out for the pricing tiers, but you can use free forever on Turbo Tenant and still have access to all of those awesome resources like marketing and rent collection and all that good stuff. But we do have two paid plans also. Pro is $119 a year, and that includes unlimited lease agreements. And then Premium includes all those bells and whistles you need, e-signature, unlimited lease agreements, faster rent payouts, income insights for reported income, lots of good stuff if you're looking for some really awesome advanced features. So that is for 20% off. That's $149 a year for that premium plan. So I believe that takes it down to, I think, like 119 for the premium plan with that 20% off discount. So please, please, please take advantage of that. And yeah, feel free to reach out with any questions. This is the information. And thank you guys so much. I'm really glad this was helpful, and we'll make sure to get information over to you guys about the accounting sale and anything else that's going on within the Turbo Tenant world.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ava. Do you mind if I put Jenny's link in the follow-up email that I will send everybody today in the
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
Amazing.
Include whatever you want in there, and I'll send you the information about the accounting sale once that's available.
Awesome. You guys are absolutely incredible. If there's any questions, please, now is the time. Or else I'm gonna go ahead and announce my winner for the
Ooh,
1 year BPM Rio membership. My winner is, congratulations, Roger M.
Ooh,
Yay!
Roger.
Congrats, Roger. You won the 1 year membership to BPM RIA. You got paid for coming to today's webinar. So
That's awesome.
congrats. We will see you. I'll get in touch with you and get you your membership when we get off of here. But everyone else, good luck on the next one. You always have a chance. Just keep coming back to the events and you'll have a chance to win something cool. I promise you. We always try to make it fun for you guys, but you guys had amazing questions today. Thank you all so much for everything. For the accounting, does it include payroll?
I
that's a
don't
great
believe it
question.
does. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't
Right
believe so
now.
either.
Follow up with that, George, but we don't think so. So you guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you for your questions today. We really appreciate it. We could not have these amazing webinars without you guys. And ladies, absolutely incredible. We are so grateful. For anyone watching the replay, go to the website bpmria.com, click that vendor partners button and scroll down. You will see Turbo Tenant there. You will see our special coupon code. You'll see our discount, our affiliate link, so that you get the best deal possible. So please go do that. And if you love today's webinar, if you love these ladies here, you will show us by giving us a 5-star Google review. Please go to the link in the chat. I just dropped the link in the chat, you guys, and I'll send it in my thank you email that I will send each and every one of you once we get off today's webinar. So please, please, please go give us 5 stars so we can bring Turbo Tenant back. No, I'm just kidding. We'll bring it back, don't worry. But let us know what you guys thought about today's webinar. We truly appreciate it. We love your feedback, and let us know. Again, I'm going to send each and every one of you a thank you email. So reply back to me what more you want to hear from Turbo Tenant. You want, a workshop, you want something else, like let us know what you guys need and we will make it happen for you. Don't forget, this is your RIA. So you let us know what you need, we'll make it happen. And we want to make sure you guys are as successful as possible. So thank you so much again, ladies, and have a wonderful rest of your week. We will see all of you guys again on Zoom next week. So same place, same time next week, I believe. Yeah, 6 days. We're going to have our women panel webinar. So yes, and I love how today was an all women's webinar too. So we're already starting this month strong in March. I love that for us. So go have a great rest of the week. And thank you guys so much for joining in today. Look out for my thank you email. Go give a 5-star Google review. Go look at the YouTube replay in 24 to 48 hours. And anyone watching the replay, go share this with somebody, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you so
Ava. Thank you,
much.
Jenny.
Thank you.
I think she lost her power.
Can you believe it? Oh, I love it.
Oh, Florida. We're so grateful. We are so grateful. Have a great day, Jenny. Have fun out there.
All right. Thanks for having me, you guys. It was a blast. I really appreciate it. Now I'm
You
off,
are awesome.
off
Yes,
to the beach.
please enjoy our beautiful weather. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. And we got to get you back doing we got to get you back down for one of the quarterly in-person networking so you can come visit
I'd
and
love
enjoy the
that. I would
weather.
love that.
Let's do an in-person workshop so you can come back.
I'm there. You set it up, Alexa. I'll be there.
I love it. Have a great day. Thank you,
All
Jenny.
right.
Take
Bye,
care.
everyone.
Bye-bye.